Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just making a small video so you can see what actually is going on. Things are going pretty well. We did have technically one player still kind of being disrupted in both campaigns, so we had to deal with that a little bit more swiftly. And then uh, here is pretty much. I don't think this is too much of a spoiler because again, there's no way that you guys can find this unless you read it somewhere and it appears on your map. So here's something for example, we are actually concluding something for the arena. This is probably what we will cover on the next section. And it a little depends because sometimes disruptive players hold the thing for like literally 30 to 40 minutes just trying to explain something, and then they lose the battle, they're wrong, and basically yeah, that's the reason why if you're a DM you want to always have a Jeremy Croft and Mike Merles and maybe somebody from DND officials that knows the rule 100%, so that you can always implement it. My ruling has increased by I feel like 1,000%. Like I literally been spending weeks after weeks studying all the rulings, and things have been going very fine right now. I do some house ruling depending on the players, and I usually call it a set of a vote if all the players are fine with this, because you don't want anyone to have a little conflict. But anyway, getting back in the video, this is one of the arena, and this is actually the ruined castle. There was another one before this one right here, and I'm pretty sure I can actually show you that over here real quickly. Let me go to the ruined castle, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to edit in a way that you guys can't see everything else because it'll be spoilers. So this is what technical ruined castle. Something bad happened in here where it got attacked and a lot of people died and so on. And basically, you guys basically see this first, and then later on you see the second one, which all these items right here, the names, everything right here, and all that stuff is something that I did in the studio. And basically, you can either make your own map, or you can get a preset map, which is just called a template, or you can go to Dojo and you can go one of those specific like old dungeon school map and then put it in there in a good awesome format. So for example, in here I'm pretty much here's the rooms of the heroes, here's the old men and stuff like that who guided them depending on what they chose: Amherst, Seal Freedom, or the sealed of Azamir. And then here's the reservoirs and the blacksmith and brewery. Here was like a shop dorm and stuff like that, so they can sell their items in case they want to, for a specific price. Obviously, this guy will not offer like so many discounts like that, unless you're doing more stuff to protect them, and then he might give you like a discount, like maybe a little bit more gold for what you're doing. This is a contribution area. This is a new system that I had added to the D&D campaign, which is basically during a specific amount of days, like maybe 10 days, which takes a while. That's like a lot of section to get to that point. There'll be small contribution that they can always come back here, and coming back here can always reveal encounters and stuff like that. Dangerous encounters always makes it fun. But once they come back here, they can get a little contribution, come back here, take a bath, eat, and stuff like that. All the stuff right here. And one of the things I definitely do want to talk about is the mods of the studio. So these are actually pretty cool mods in here, and I want to download it all for the studios to make it much better. And the what's it called, and the incarnate creative fantasy. So I'm using right now a someone else's account, which I guess I'm trusted enough for that person to allow me to borrow the account, which I'm very happy that the person did that, because it allows me to do a lot of things in here. And for example, I'm just going to pick the high 2K and digital. There's one for 4K and so on. And when it initialized, which I will, oh, I already did it. When it's initialized, you can do a lot of things like this kind of like, see it? And that would be like an island and another island, a little small island, and then you can make it like little small islands here and stuff like that. You can grab the eraser button and so on, and then you can kind of like push it and make it like, a little bit better, and it'll turn like a little island and so on. So it's actually pretty cool about that. Let's say if I want to make like a specific area, like a base area, I can just erase all this, or maybe just edit it all in, which I'm gonna go real quickly here if I can. Let me increase the size of this and just pretty much have it like this. You can come down here into this, and free base, just that this is actually, you have to have a subscription, and I'm glad that he does, and so on. But in free base, you're not going to be able to pick a bunch of all this thing down here. I'm pretty sure it comes down to here, and that's it. But you can do a lot of things. Like these are the things that it has been working about. Like, this was my goddamn map, and it looked disgusting, and then we made it a parchment map that looks just like you know how you open up a scroll and so on. So you know there's stuff that you can add up here if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger. Like this could be the one of the areas of the islands. You can pop here. I think I picked the wrong one. I think it's the one way in the back, but anyway, there's a lot of things in here that you can actually pick. Farms, tents, and all that. And what happens is that when you actually make all of these things up in here, wow, that's huge. Let me actually drop that all the way down. Like you can put it down here and so on. You can actually come to right here, and then again the free base is going to be limited, but right here you can actually pick something like a cool patch and so on, and then you can actually grab this, make it like a little bit much bigger, and then you know just start patching things around and stuff, and then making a way for this to have a like a road going to this way and a road going to that way. Like you can actually patch all this in here if you wanted to, just make it the whole thing patch like this, and then you'll pick what's called is I don't think there's an erase here, so you just have to pick whatever you had before, which is this, and just grab it like a little bit small, and then start making like a little small patches going like this, so that way you know that there is an areas to get down there and stuff like that. And then you can come back here, grab the water and so on. I mean, maybe all this is filled with water. Maybe all this right here is filled with specific water and so on, and even this area is specific water, and there'll be like a bridge that you can just put in here and stuff like that. And just to give you an example, I'm just going to close this up, go back in here and just give you a preview, because it's not so much of a spoiler for this, and the reason that is because every group going to have a different encounter, and it's not going to be so bad. So this is some place where I have it hidden. The group comes in here, and I just probably just go like this, and I should put the groups in here, and this is all they can see until I make it like a little story thing, and then I reveal the whole area. So I can reveal partial areas, or I could just go right here and toggle the fog of war out, and now they can see that, and then the storyline begins, and they can grab their characters and move up this way and stuff like that after they battle these guys and so on. So I'm just gonna go right back and put this on fog of war, enabled. And then I'm gonna reset it right here because I did all that thing to reveal. And this will be the next campaign, which allows me to grab the character. Right now the character are right here on the map, but if I wanted to, like for example, I can put them right back where they were, and they will be able to see this. And then I grab this, this is a cool extension that I got, and I grab this, and then I can put them right here and be like, oh, you guys came back, this is what happened during the time that you were left. They remodeled the thing and made it bigger because they got attacked, so you know that could happen just a way like that. And this is the map, and I can't show you the map because if depending on what you pick, you may be getting a cool map or may not be a good map. I don't need to turn to fog of war for that. I don't even know how I did that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this right here. Not much to do. Again, for those in here, the person got really lucky, got a specific ruling that I have in here for rolling. All right, we're back. I couldn't I don't know what I put the ruling anything. Anyway, is based the way I have like a table there, someone can I roll a d20, and if it hits at 20, it'll be based on a specific item to them instead of one of the tables that I have. I have a specific table where I rolled, and then items can appear depending on the common, rare, and very rare, and legendary, and stuff like that, depending on that. But when a player actually rolled, like if I roll a d20 and it's a 20, it'll be a specific item to them. If I roll a 19 to 20, the item becomes you know, from I think uncommon to rare, and then no, it becomes rare to very rare, because this was the area that he was actually getting rare items. So for specific, this will be a rare item going into rare. No, it's uncommon. I'm sorry, apologies. It's uncommon. Yeah. So it was 20 uncommon to rare, rare to very rare, and then I roll a 10. And then basically the way I based it on is that if he gains 8 to 10, he'll be getting the one on the bottom, which is the one on War Mage. Or if he gets it 7 and lower, sorry, 9 to 10 will be the one on War Mage, and 8 down, he'll be getting a one on Polymorph. And if he gets a one, sorry, if he gets a 1, it will drop it to like a 1 of War Mage +2. So the player already got literally a 1 of War Mage, which has a cost insane price of 19,200 gold and stuff like that. So they're already appearing in some ways in here, but can't really show you too much. I think I did something in there where I kind of did. So there's just 2 companions here. This is this part, and then you can see like in here, some people have found the Tangled Arrow, which is extremely cool. You know, you throw it, DC is 17 on the fail semi wrap by fast sprawling tangle of vines, and the creature they're restrained. So, and they try to break out with the DC 15, and basically I think restraint also gives advantage attack. So it's pretty cool, the radius that you can actually throw this to that specific small or larger creature. So that's pretty much the end of the video. This is actually going pretty well. The next campaign is on Sunday, again at 9 p.m. and I am still going to be working on the rest of the stuff that I have in here to make sure that if they chose not to go either way of those specific map that I have the prediction of it. Otherwise I have to put everything on the fly. Oh my god, how could I forget the last little thing before I start editing these videos? The last thing, and by the way, the person right here name is corruption in here, but basically this person who has the character name of Zeal is the one that has been giving me all the tools that I technically needing, including the one that I made the map, which is right here. You probably can see it right here, and at the same time allowing me other tools such as Foundry, Avaret, and a bunch of other links that I can use as a DM. In fact, the player, because I wanted to everything look like a token, I'm not sure if you actually knew that, there's way where all the battles tokens are given. And if I actually come down here to the token zone area right here, these are all the tokens monster from the PHP I think, or whatever, the player's handbook or the monster manual, I think, the DND whatever. Anyway, all these are right here, and let's say I have customized monsters, which I do, you know, these are all, you need to go right here and put a set of custom, and he gave me one called the I call it the ring, which is basically this. And what happens now is that I can put any picture in here. For example, the Abyss Walker, I'll put it right here. It'll come on to the top. Now it'll show you, like, you know, the edges are still showing. That's because you gotta come here and put it, give it like a little circle one, and then now this will appear and the same what you saw in the video, the monster tokens and stuff like that. So I could just go right here if I want to. I can do a lot of customization, including the background. I can make it a little bit more gold, like the way you see it, so it looks like a little bit more of a master manual thing. I can also put this like black and blue, and I do have one token like that, very cool token that is like black and blue in here. But I just wanted to show you that specific thing because, again, this is actually not in the game. It's called a Cerberus and stuff like that, and I have this specific thing where I actually put it in here. I also have other couple monsters, just including that one, and you know, the final boss down here. I have it all in token form. So I wanted to show you guys that because I thought it was actually pretty cool. You know, and I'm probably any other gym that I know, I'm probably going to share this token creation in case you're making a homebrew world.